Hello everyone.
Today, Chef Ben is going to put to the test some of the internet's most cutting-edge, crowd-funded kitchen gadgets.
And there's a competition winner with him today. Barry, welcome to the studio.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Okay boys, under the cloche are Gadgets 1.
Oh, quite literally one.
Deli one.
Deli one.
Deli one.
Better taste in food, better taste in life. Ooh,
There's no planet B, zero waste.
it's like a jellyfish. Oh,
Got me a lunchbox.
these
With
are
a-
quite cool.
Trampoline top. Is it one of these things?
It's Han Solo.
These look really cool.
Any idea what they are, boys?
Silicon Tupperware, basically.
So these are from Red Dot Award winners Deli 1. Ebbers, you have the Bamboo Seal Sustainable Food Bag. No more single-use plastic. Stop disposing plastic bags and look for a more sustainable solution. The Deli 1 food bag is 100% sustainable, made of non-fossil-based silicone and can be repeatedly used over 5,000 times. It's a 100% platinum silicone, which is best quality ever. High purity, high transparency, high temperature tolerance, hence is completely safe for food contact.
It's a tight seal as well.
Try and squeeze the air out.
Pretty good. As in, I don't think much would have, well, it depends what you put in it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily try soup, but even that would probably work. And then you've got the little tag to...
Would you like to have a look at the crowd-funded promo video?
Yes.
Deli 1 food bag is designed to use for 1,000 times or more. Imagine how many disposable plastic bags or boxes
A smart Ziploc bag.
together with
Yeah.
us.
For leftovers and/or, as they've demonstrated, even storing stuff in the fridge.
This bamboo seal bag is
This is the bit that interests me.
Oh,
If it is
okay.
heat proof, you've suddenly got boil in the bag options to reheat leftovers in hot water. Can freeze in it,
Microwave it.
can microwave it.
You can blend in it.
Clippity clip.
You can just throw it. No, not
That's
throw.
hot soup,
hot
isn't it?
soup, your child. That's dangerous.
I think that she might have swapped it out for orange juice with some fruit in it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
She was
you can
pointing.
slurp from the bag. For me, I don't think the concept of them is anything new, but I like the fact that because they're reusable and the seal is changed, that I guess is what makes them unique, is more that bit. And again, going back to bamboo, so you're basically, fast-growing, sustainable grass rather than anything else.
The fact they're freestanding as well, like usually with like Ziploc bags, you have to kind of like hold it open or prise it around a glass or something. Here, you'd happily pour in boiling hot water into that and not feel like you're going to burn yourself.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can turn it into that,
Yeah.
so you don't get anything sticky around the rim.
Okay, so first off, we're going to test the boil in the bag feature. Baz, would you make some scrambled egg in the pouch in the boiling water, please? Ebbers, if you could reheat some Biscoff pudding mixture, which is in front of you in the microwave, we're also then going to reheat some stew using the final bag in the oven.
Fab.
I've got my eggs and butter in there. Whisk it up.
Baz, should we have a chat about the gadget that you opened? This is the Deli 1 Flex and Fresh container. The patented stretchable lid can increase the volume by 50%. Not only that, but it also extends to 200% of its height. If you have something to store that's just a little wonky in size, this container can handle it.
This I also admire.
I hate myself so much, but you know when it's good Tupperware when it makes this noise. That's
Good air
not going
seal.
anywhere.
Good air seal.
I broke it.
Oh, instantly, there we go.
We're good, we're good, we're good.
We have some traditionally awkward shaped foods, just for you to double check that these do what they claim. Half a chicken.
You know what? I stuff it. I reckon you get a whole chicken in there. Go around.
It's like a jigsaw.
Oh, we're really putting this to the test.
No, no. This might be too much. What is not going on? I mean, that's
That is a small but whole chicken.
And I would imagine the same challenge with pineapple. Ow! I wouldn't do need that, but there we go. I'm looking to save pineapple. This is useful.
To me, that's an issue. One of the great things about Tupperware is that it is stackable in a fridge
Once it's filled.
once it's filled.
Yeah, true.
Now, actually, it's not.
I would say that, but they're stackable when they're not empty. And how many bulbous things do you have in your fridge? Because you could always just have that on the top of several that aren't.
What are you doing?
So the cake's out the microwave. Ebbers is topping it off with some Biscoff.
Back in for another 30 seconds.
Egg is done.
Oh, Baz!
Looks like very nice eggs.
Thank you very much.
Nope, missed.
Interesting applications. Not sure I'd do the same at home, but impressive.
And like anything you cook in the oven, you get some really sort of gnarly bits around the outside, which are a bit of a pain to wash up, unless it's silicone and it wipes straight off. So I can see how that is a benefit in that sense.
Good eggs.
That is so hefty.
Lovely microwavable cake in a bag.
They do their job, they're airtight. I'm not sure reheating them in the oven or a ball in a bag is very realistic, but the fact is they work for all three.
So boys, the Deli One Bamboo Seal Sustainable Food Bags raised £73,797 by 940 backers, of which we were one. How much do you think we paid for the set of 3?
This is where it could come all tumbling down, because I don't think you'd want to spend much more than £18.
Hell no! I'd be surprised if these were more than 15 quid as a set.
Double that and a bit, because we paid £31 for the set of 3.
I am surprised.
I would need 4 of those in my life, so you end up
Yeah.
with like 12
Yeah.
for things to be in
Yeah.
the cycle, and to freeze portions and to chill portions and to have granola in one and your fresh fruit salad in another. I can see lots of applications. I'm just worried at how quickly that price will add up when you need multiple of them.
Well, the final question, boys, is the Deli One Bamboo Seal Sustainable Food Bags. Will you back it or sack it off?
You'll just have to build them up over time.
I love them, but I'm never going to spend that much on Tupperware, so sack it off.
So you've tested the stretchability and the storability. The final claim is the ability to trap smell. In front of you is a delicious fish stew.
Ooh, it is.
Couple of final claims. Tight seal, leak proof. Smell anything?
I was not ready.
Also drop proof.
Yeah.
Smell anything, Baz? No?
Gone, you're running for the bus. Run for the bus.
Run for the bus. Yeah, yeah. Is it leaking? Is it leaking? Quick, it's raining. Put it over Ebbers' head to give him shelter. Oh, now he's dry. And he's also dry because there's no fish stew on his head.
I'm putting out there another pointless claim, because any food container that is sealing and airtight will do the same.
This raised £60,914 from 1,008 backers. How much do you think we paid to back it for the set of 2?
40 quid.
It's relatively standard Tupperware with a fancy lid. And I think, again, for those 2, £15.
We paid £25 for the set of 2.
These also work. I think they're great. I think the flexible lid was a problem that they have solved that I'm not sure needed solving. If that ain't broke, don't fix it.
If I'd have seen this as a Kickstarter, I'd have gone, that's interesting, that needs solving. But then you get it and go,
Just get a bigger
Pointless.
Tupperware so
Yeah.
it doesn't bulge.
So Gadget 1B, the Deli One Flex and Fresh container. Are you going to back it or sack it off?
I'm going to sack this one.
If you're enjoying this, there are some small things you can do that make a big difference to us. Like the video. Subscribe if you aren't. Click the notification bell and select all. Thanks.
Ready for gadget number 2?
You had me at Tupperware. Oh, here we go again. More Tupperware.
ooh, more Tupperware. Oh, wait a minute. We're doing it again. It's an egg bath.
Oh, look at that.
Listen to the sigh. I live for that sigh.
It's a cooking device, and you're going to put, probably in a microwave, possibly just pour boiling water over and let it do a residual, but I don't think you cook the eggs enough, with a drainy thing, so it's easy to drain afterwards.
Boys, this is the egg bath. Our eggs deserve better. Easily cook, delicious, soft-boiled eggs every time. Egg bath is designed to produce an egg that will feature a soft and delicate texture both for the whites and for the yolk, because the process has the egg cooking until the exact point where the eggs just begin to solidify. You will notice that they will break with the force of cracking the egg and landing in your bowl or on your dish. This is perfectly normal and helps to maintain the rich flavour of the egg for both the whites and the yolks. So this is going to help you create what is quite a speciality in Malaysia and other Southeast Asian countries, which
jammy
is a
egg.
half-boiled egg.
I can understand how this method works I'm just not convinced how accurate it will be because you have to rely on the temperature of the egg going into it.
They recommend room temperature eggs. You'll notice there are 4 lines on the side of the clear basket. Essentially, that is where you fill the water up to, and that will then have an impact on how firm the eggs are at the end of the cooking process.
So it will take a couple of tests. Do you want to get an egg in there, have a play around?
Let's dip an egg.
I hate this one already so much.
Right, let's pour some boiling water on. I'm going to go for the middle line.
They're quite big eggs as well, by the way.
Lid on to keep the residual.
And by the time that's drained, you're going to have a perfect half-boiled egg.
More eggs on toast?
Yeah, more eggs on toast.
2 more questions I have. How many eggs can you do?
It recommends 2.
And does it specify a size of egg? Because in the UK we have small, medium, large and extra large. And again, quite a difference.
On their frequently asked questions, they do say what can impact the firmness of your eggs. It is going to be the temperature that your eggs are kept in. They recommend room temperature.
How hot's that room?
This room is 18 degrees at the moment, but my room at home is sometimes as much as 28.
Oh, what goes on there?
Ebbers lives in a sauna.
It's an old building made of wood, and in the summer it gets really hot, and that's a 10-degree difference.
Yeah.
Temperature, egg size, and how many eggs you put in the bath. You can fit up to 4. They recommend cooking 2 at a time.
Let's be honest, 4 in a bath is a bit of a squeeze.
Depends how big the bath is.
Depends how big your mates are.
Even 2's a bit awkward. I feel like it slows down as it gets lower. There's sort of less water pushing the other water through.
So now bomb half of those eggs before cooked. I may have mentioned this once or twice before, but I own chickens.
Oh,
Less
yeah.
than you started with though, right?
Yep.
Yep.
And because of that, and because of Mr. Foxy, I've realised how precious eggs are. We don't get many anymore, because I've got half our chickens.
Yeah, you can have this one.
So you want to make sure you treat them right.
And this one.
What are you doing?
This one. You can have as many eggs as you want from here.
Oh, well, we done?
Yep.
We're done.
No.
Spaff, what are we looking for?
So what we're looking for is the egg whites that are just set and have kind of a custardy texture to them, and the yolk remains really creamy.
You know what? That is exactly what I expected.
And the reason being, when you get those perfect eggs, you're cooking all of the proteins to a very specific degree. And you do it in a water bath or sous vide so that none of the proteins overcook. What you've got here is most of the egg stuck to the shell. These bits have cooked and the rest haven't.
So, given that we are testing this and maybe our eggs are slightly bigger, do we want to go again and move it up to the top line rather than the middle line?
So take 2.
More
water,
time.
More time. So it reckons between the lines you've got between 4 and 7 minutes.
Here we go.
Right, you've got one more piece of bread. If it does the same, we'll do the same as that. We microwaved it so we can eat it.
So we microwaved the failed egg, so we didn't waste the food. Come on.
That looks like a pretty perfect yolk potentially, but by that I mean barely cooked still, slightly warm, and all the white has cooked and stuck to the shell.
Ebbers, before you crack yours, should we take the dish up a notch? Here you have a delicious rice bowl.
Here you have a highly decorated rice bowl cooked in a rice cooker, the proper way, with poached shrimp.
The only thing that's missing is a perfect half-boiled egg in the centre.
Well, it looks brilliant. Shall I pop an egg in the middle? The yolk has got that kind of warm, jammy, close to a good egg yolk, but you don't get any of the benefit of the white, which is all overcooked, as you would with a boiled egg, but you wouldn't normally crack a boiled egg, you'd peel it. But the outside white is always, unless they've cheated with the video, it's always going to cook above 64 degrees, because you're putting boiling water onto it and it's contact. So it doesn't work. If you don't want the other half of the egg, the yolk's really good. Cheers.
Cheers. Beautiful rice.
Nicely seasoned. The creaminess of the yolk is wonderful.
Whilst you dig in, let's chat about price. The egg bath raised £14,543 from 486 backers, of which we were one. How much do you think we paid for the egg bath?
12 quid.
It's just a bit of plastic. That should not be priced more than £6.
We paid £19.
No comment.
Well, there's not much of a video if there's no comment.
Just a summary of thoughts.
I get the gimmick of a timer, I quite like, but
Yeah.
I don't get the cooking technique. I'd rather just use a poaching water or do it in a bowl.
If it's the very careful, soft egg you want, the only way I think it can work is bringing it all up to that temperature and none of it above that temperature. By trying to do residual heat from a boiling kettle, I don't see how it's ever going to work. I'm confused by it, slightly annoyed by it, and glad we had this tasty dish to cheer me up at the end.
Well, in that case, are we gonna back it or sack it off?
Well, it's a bad at the office. I'm sacking it.
Doesn't work for me. Sack it.
Final one, boys. Lift the cloche on Gadget 3. We have already unboxed this and set it up.
Oh, Barry, do you know how to open the box? Barry.
Just does that.
Oh.
Giotto. Joe plus O.
No, Joe plus O. No, it is Giotto. Is it like jotting things down? Oh, what the hell?
Printer that, it goes that way up, based on the label.
It suggests that it's a printer.
A digital printer based on your ability to scribble.
Boys, this is Giotto, the robotic drawing board. The robotic drawing board turns pixels into pen and ink, bring your doodles to life and watch as the pen works its magic. As soon as you send something to it, Giotto's pen starts to move. It has an eraser and dock too, so the pen doesn't dry out, and when you're ready for something new, it refreshes the surface and prepares itself for your next jot. Now, you're gonna have to broaden your horizons when thinking of this as a kitchen gadget, but we thought, wouldn't this be interesting as a wipeable digital whiteboard in the kitchen for recipes, shopping lists, to-do lists, writing menus? Would you like to have a watch of the promo video?
I would love to.
Yeah.
Hello.
Say hello to Giotto, the connected display that draws with a pen. Just use the app to tell Giotto what to draw.
They're using it as artwork on their wall.
But imagine if it was in your kitchen and you quickly add things to like a shopping list for the end of the week, that kind of thing. And you can do it remotely, so you can send your partner or family eerie notes when you're out.
That I like. I'll be home for story time, it says.
Exhibiting a priceless masterpiece to displaying the things that matter.
Oh, that's fun.
yeah.
You get little drawings from your grandchildren.
Yeah, nice. It's a little bit of fun, I like it. Okay, just trying to import a little sketch to it first.
Send jot.
This works, this would be impressive.
There was a craze when there were things like digital photo frames and you could link up an album or like put a USB in the back and it rotates so your artwork changes. This, I feel like, is a similar approach but with a chalkboard.
1 dot, 2 dots.
So what is it drawing, Baz?
It's drawing one of our little chili then. Oh yeah, this
It's
one.
drawing that.
It's drawing that, which is a bold move.
It's pretty satisfying to watch, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of mesmerising to watch and it's getting quite a lot of accuracy. Has anyone downloaded it on Android?
Nope.
Doesn't exist.
So it's iPhone only? Is that true?
It definitely says App Store and Google Play. Doesn't exist. Oh. And I also had a thought, because there's a nice little thing on the back here which says hashtag top of the jots. So you can see what everyone else has created.
Oh no, don't do it, Evers.
Just one person has uploaded 3 photos.
Oh, found
So probably. Yeah. So I feel like whilst it is mesmerising and great, I'm not sure as a crowdfunded operation it's taken off. All or nothing, it's definitely got to be for artwork because if it's lists, I've got Evernote or Google Keep or all the other apps that are digital and you can have multiple things saved. So it's not for that. It can only be personalised artwork that you want on a board momentarily.
Yeah.
Oh, very accurate.
Pretty accurate, isn't it? That is.
Just on these bits.
Yeah. Ta-da!
There you
Well,
go.
that's good.
There's a little chili guy.
That is good.
It works.
Very satisfying to watch. The least kitcheny gadget we've ever done.
A little bit about the company, who are London-based. They're a design studio called Those, and they're on a mission to connect the digital world to real world, not through a screen, but through pen and ink. Giotto is also an award winner. It won the Beazley Design of the Year public vote at the Design Museum. So now what you're doing, Baz?
Just writing a quick list. Ebbers, you've been out on a night out, and you've gone, oh, that list. I mustn't forget it. I tell you what, I better write it on my board at home right now.
Yes. Oh, it writes it backwards.
It's starting from where I finished, which is less funny.
Something quiche-based?
Obviously.
This should be good. The perfect circle.
Oh. Oh, that is good. So what's on your list, Ebbers?
Wash red shorts again, make more quiche, and sow my seeds.
Very good. Well, boys, I can tell you that this raised £416,000 just on Indiegogo. It also raised £362,000 on another platform. So it's raised over £700,000. How much do you think we paid in the early bird special?
If I was buying it in a shop, I'd expect to pay between about £80 for it. But because you bought it through that, I reckon 200.
140.
Boys, we backed this at £339.
A lot of times these techie, untraditional printers, they're usually a bit glitchy, but this has worked really well. I'm not sure how I would use it at home, honestly, but as a fun toy, I really like it.
It performed better than I thought it was after a bit of a sort of clunky calibration, and the results are pretty good.
Ebbers, back it or sack it?
I haven't got an Apple device, so I'm going to have to sack it.
Baz?
It's the first one today that I actually think I would back, but it has nothing to do with food. I'm backing it.
You're backing it?
I'm backing it.
Oh, we got one. We got one.
Well, that's another bunch of crowdfunded gadgets that we've put to the test. But what do you think? Comment down below. Let us know. Would you be backing any of them, or are you just going to sack them off?